Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. If you're a VOD viewer, welcome. Hi, howdy, how Patricia? How Patricia? Hi, Patricia. Guys, I'm an affiliate now. I've done the tax stuff. Hopefully accurately. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what I do now. Apparently not streaming for all of December didn't matter. I could still do it. The outhouse is back. We're going to be doing a little bit of work on the outhouse. I don't know how much though. I think it's pretty much there. There's all these new buttons. What's this? You cannot call in to join your own stream. Okay. You cannot cheer your own channel. Okay. So yeah, I'm famous now. I'm totally out of touch. Milk. Don't know how much that costs. Eggs. What even are they? Don't ask me. But I'm all about bits now. I think. I don't know what's different. I think now you can throw money at me. I think I can run ads, but I'm not going to be doing that. But probably don't throw money at me. Well, until I figure out what's going on. I think I get emojis. Is that what the kids call them? I get my own ones now. I don't know if anyone has any requests. I think they've got to be OG though. I want OG, you know, stuff we've built from the ground up, as opposed to yeah, like Hubert. Hubert. You'll only eat avocados from now on. I hope so. God, I hope so. If I got this far and I'm not on a diet of pure avocado, then I'm not. I don't know. From down there, back when I was down there, it looked like lofty heights, but there's not many avocados, I tell you. It's still 2 for a fiver. A cute heart to show our love. I've done emojis before is the trouble, and they can be they're hard to convey at such a small size. A cute heart, an outhouse. I was thinking that it makes sense, doesn't it? This is where it's symbolic. It all happened around the outhouse. So I think it's wanted to ask that mean and dirty. Could we do it? I want to finish the outhouse first. Cute heart. What are the Japanese have something where you draw a circle, but you do it purely from the heart, and that's the I can't remember what you call it now. But I'm gonna do that, but with a cute heart. Oh, and then there. What is the Japanese thing called? I need to know this because I bring it up a lot. See, I didn't even flinch. I didn't even flinch. Oh, my browser's got to update. Um, export it. Done. Oh, whoa. Okay. I'm slightly there. Whole new world. Um, so vulnerable and brave of you. I think if you don't, if there's one thing I've learned, I've streamed for so long now, is that you've got to take risks. Japanese circle drawing. This Enso is a circular hand drawn in one, so that's important. I didn't do it in one. It wouldn't have looked quite so cute. To express the Zen mind. Description: absolute enlightenment, strength, elegance. The universe is characterized by a minimalism influenced by. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Maybe open or closed. Usually, here we go. Usually, a person draws the Enso in one fluid, expressive stroke. When drawn according to the style of Japanese calligraphy, the brushstroke is especially swift. Once the Enso is drawn, one does not change it. That's where we're at. This makes me think of Arrival. It is a little bit Arrival. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, was it like all the text was in the circle or something? Yeah. What a cool film. I've heard the book is better, but I've not read the book. I don't know. Have we spoken about it before? It's definitely come up before. Maybe not with you, Patricia, but um, yeah. I've said this a dozen times, but I think it's a really good example of where the conclusion of the film is the theme. It's all, you know. You're like, what's the answer? And then you realise the answer is the film. Ah, I love that in any media. I'm sure it's not the only one. That's a short story. The trouble with this is it would only work in dark mode, I think, unless I make it a nasty enough shade of grey. But I could put it in a little circle, maybe. Short story. Ted Chiang? Hope I said that right. Punish the light mode users. The story of your life. Oh, interesting. I just assumed it was called Arrival. Light mode user says boo. The way I work is I have all my work stuff in light mode and then all of my non-work stuff in dark mode, so I can instantly tell if I've got like my work emails up or that's the theory anyway. I don't know if I explicitly stick to that. Does Wikipedia do? I remember. I swear the other day I wasn't able to do that. How much more calming is that? I think light mode gets a bad rap. I think it's okay. I think it's been proven that light mode is like better on your eyes as well. I even do. I was going to say my coding in light mode, but that's not strictly true. I use VS Code in light mode. Something about code in light mode looks kind of fun. Have focus modes on all my devices. What's focus modes? Is that where I like vacuums everything else off? There, we've got 2 emojis already. Um, oh, I can't access particular apps or things when I'm in work focus. I kind of maybe I should give it a go. Um, I'm no longer in this habit, but I used to time. I can't remember if I've spoken about this on stream or not, but I used to time anytime I was working, doing something I would consider work. I would time it, um, which then eventually, with freelance and stuff, you kind of have to. So I still time my freelance work, but I would freelance just like garden path stuff as well, and then you can see how much work you did in a day or a week or whatever, and you'd sort of internally set goals. And I eventually fell out of the habit, but then I think I timed myself recently, and I do more work than I used to back then. So I think that instilled a sense of like focus in me, but at the same time, like um, I almost feel like sometimes when I'm streaming, I realize I do this because I'm often doing a lot of stuff simultaneously. When I stream, I typically do one thing for a long time, and I'll go back to something and it'll look really wonky and weird, and it's because I haven't had that chance to kind of like keep going back to things. I think every time you sort of close a window and open it, you get kind of a fresh eye. But I think certain things that doesn't. I think for art and music that work particularly well, but maybe less so with code and stuff. Um, just a thought. I think you just got to try everything and see what works. It's notable that the other person I know who uses light mode uh, is an ex-colleague who, like me, has aging eyes. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard that it's the contrast, right? So, sorry, Sparrow. So you're. I thought you were saying boo to like scare light mode users, but do you use light mode? Um, my favorite focus is when I'm off work. I call it hibernating. Oh, so you like set your own. You define them, do you? I've not heard. Is this a phone thing or a laptop thing? There used to be. I remember getting my first smartphone, and there was a thing called like Llama, and it used to use cell phone towers to change what your phone did. So if you like walked near work, it would detect the cell phone tower, and then it would like change the profile. And I was looking for it the other day, and I couldn't find it. I don't know if it's just like I remember it not working at all. I remember it was barely functional. Um, so I don't know. Maybe it's an old technology. Apple's thing. I recently bought a trackpad to try and I don't know. Maybe it was one of these Apple. My theory is that like I'm leaning into my mouse a lot, and I've been getting like I don't need to bore you guys, but it's if you work at a desk, you get back pain, don't you? I'm trying to center myself, so like instead of like keyboard mouse, it's like keyboard mouse. It's like all beautifully symmetrical. And in theory, will balance my I don't know. Um, but I need to basically put my trackball away so I don't I just default back to the trackball. But hey ho, hey ho. Really struggle with reading dark mode for long. I've got an eye appointment coming up. I'm sure my eyes are getting worse. I read somewhere that um, what's it called? Myopia? Myopia? Um, ooh, is that when you have short-sighted or nearsighted or short-sightedness? Um, you need to, on average, a week spend 14 hours outside. Um, and I was just like, there's no way I'm averaging that. 2 hours, that's 2 hours a day. What am I going to be doing? Um, I have a vertical mouse because I have really bad wrists. I I got a trackball thinking it would kind of because I did have bad wrists, and to be fair, I don't anymore. But I don't know. I feel like my hand is still. I think trackballs are great. I'd still recommend them, but I don't know if the ergonomics. I think it's just different. I think your hand just gets used to something different. Hi Victoria, you have good posture. That's a flex. I keep whenever I look back on stream, I'm like, oh no, I gotta pull up my chair a bit more. Um, presbyopia, presbyopia, age-related old sight. Oh, interesting. So does that cause myopia? Vertical mass did the trick. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's nice when something works. Too often, too often. I've got so many little things that I thought were going to do the trick, and turns out wherever you go, there you are. It's a pink one. Age-related long sight. Ah, I see. I remember my dad, because my dad's got bad short-sightedness. Apparently, if your nearsightedness starts getting bad, it actually starts correcting your. So his short-sightedness started getting better. I don't know how. I don't know how much you can rely on that. Probably not a lot. I think it's just a little quirk to be aware of. But I'd love to get like a fun coloured trackball. I think they do one called, because I've got a really boring. These aren't actually that fun. They're a little bit more fun than mine. I think you have to like build them yourself though. To be fair, there's nothing wrong with my trackball. Do we still have something quote? Can you still do quote? Does that still work in chat? Sorry, I'm about to type something, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Haha! They haven't got fruit bowls, monkeys, do they? Okay, that was a fan thing. I think one of them is about trackballs. There might only be 3. I don't think we did it for that long. I think they're all me as well. I don't think. Got a little bit self-centered. Yeah, I like mice with lots of buttons on the side. I used to have one with I used to have one of those MMO mice with like 20 buttons. Not 20. Well, I probably did in total. And I quickly realized that it was like a bad thing to become reliant on, because every time I picked up a mouse I realized I didn't have, if you went somewhere else, their mouse wouldn't have 20 buttons, and so I was like, I better just get used to keyboard shortcuts instead. Last thing I got from work before redundancy was a vertical angled mouse. They didn't want it back, so win. Was it a nice one? Mine is a Logitech Lift. I have heard of these vertical mice. I think. Oh no, Logitech Lift. I don't know if I've heard of. This must be a newer one then. Looks nice. There's like a really classic Logitech vertical mouse. I think I'm thinking of this. Oh. The Unimouse Contour. Oh, right, it's one of those. Oh, I see, angled. I see what you mean now. Yeah. You can like adjust it. I've seen you can get like 3D printed things that like kind of let you do that. Cool. I think it would be good to as well. This is like, I don't need. Well, I don't know. Since I got the trackpad, this is the thing. You buy something and then you're like. So I'm gonna see how long I can go. But I like the I don't know. They're ridiculous, aren't they? The split keyboards, and you have to like. No one really. Ooh, I don't want shopping. No one really sells them. You have to like buy boards and then do it yourself. And I think they all look kind of. There aren't any. I think look. They all look a little bit kind of. Kind of like I'm convincing myself I'm a hacker or something. But I do like the idea of like, I don't know, sitting back, and I think it would be more comfortable. Looks like I would need to learn a new language, but with my hands. I'm assuming it would come naturally. I assume. I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe not. I mean, I see some people. I had a mate whose dad was a programmer, and I'm going into his office, and it was basically a recliner chair, and his hands would just rest by his side, and you sort of code down, down at hip level. Which I suppose, I don't know, probably isn't terribly active, but it's probably good for you. I don't know. I think the best thing for your posture is to just keep moving. I don't strictly touch type. A split keyboard would slow you down. Let's talk about touch typing recent. Oh yeah, on the stream with Cat. How do you mean you don't strictly touch type? Do you? I know some people who they don't. Yeah, they've just got different habits, I guess. Maybe that's what you mean. So you kind of go back and forth between. Okay, so yeah, I think Rachel's a bit like that. Like I don't think she looks at the keyboard, but she sort of is able to. I think the only thing weird I do, I don't know, maybe other people do this. I use my left hand exclusively for space, whereas I think you're meant to like, keep changing it up. Um, T TYGH. I think I do everything right. Hard to say. It's been so long since I learned. I think the crazy thing is when I think I knew someone who instead of QWERTY, there's like different keyboard standards that are like technically faster than QWERTY. Um, but of course nobody uses them because you'd have to relearn everything and have your own special keyboard. Um, Dvorak, it might have been that. Is that him? Is that the lad? Oh no. Here we go. Blimey. A's in the same place. M, maybe too? Think anything else. Why the... Oh. Just because you use punctuation so often? He's got 6 ads in a row. Did you really? I haven't touched the ad settings. Oh no. If I can turn those off, I will. It's all backfiring. Unless I'm earning absolute bank now. When I came back. Monetization ads. Welcome to the ad manager. Oh, here we go. It was all tax stuff. That's because of what I've been talking about. I'm gonna... Okay. How many minutes of video ads do you want to run per hour? It was on 3 minutes. I put it down to 30 seconds. Can I not turn these off? Ad length and frequency, manual. Disable pre-roll ads when I run ads. Okay, well I've moved the thing down. I'll look into that. Keep me posted on the ad situation, because I don't need whatever pennies that's earning me, if it's earning me anything. Unless that's just what Amazon does anyway. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by HMRC. I think I'd take an HMRC. Why is that not working? It was tax websites, and I think one was car insurance. Rachel does the voice acting for a car insurance company in the UK. It'd be cool if it was that. I suppose it's probably not if it was American. It was Flow. Sounds pretty cool. Well, how do you get to decide what I spend the money on if I do cash out purely on me rinsing you for your ad money. Since you're famous now, we can start rumours. Very true. What do you want to go for? Um, I'm thinking dating flow progressive. Do you ship me and car insurance? It's a cool rumor. I want to like I invented the helicopter or something. Like it's just something people say. Isn't he the guy that invented the helicopter? You know, just something people just like, something like that. That's maybe a little too out there. Let's not get carried away. USB-C. I think I've heard of Louis. Isn't he the guy that invented the outhouse? It's all here. It's evidenced on stream. Man, being famous is great. What crime? What would be my first crime? Invented the carrot cake. Ah, that's it's poetry. It's actually named after me. I am carrot cake. Louis is the nickname. Carrot Rogers cake. Tax evasion. Like a real celebrity. I'm honestly, I swear to God, the amount of with the game and everything, I'm honestly, I've been trying to do everything tax right, and I've got advisors and everything, and accountants, but the whole just taxation is scary. So maybe I don't know. I'm sure I've done everything right. I've got the right people telling me, but you got to like sign so many things off, you know, saying I approve of this. I am carrot cake. Have accountants. That's what rich people say. Multiple accountants. I think it is accountants plural because I don't like have an accountant. I've got a generic company that like they'll get in touch if you know what I mean. So it probably is accountants plural. Um, Keeping costs down. Used to work for an accountant. Did you do their accounting? She smoked indoors. Is that legal? Is that legal in America? I actually I don't know where you're from, Howdy, but um, or I've forgotten. Maybe there's some states where it's legal. What like a baller, you know, first thing, it's like Louis invented the carrot cake, Howdy's accountant smoked indoors. Something to be remembered by. I did data entry and helped do like basic tax return labels. Oh, I should have got you in on it, Howdy. She used a typewriter. How long ago was this? Smoking? Actually, I'm getting a better idea. Did she have a bottle of cognac? Had to type labels with the typewriter. Were there multiple typewriters? 2019. Did you guys share a typewriter? That's what I want to know. She had one typewriter, we had to take turns. I don't know if I've ever used a typewriter like to actually type something. I'm sure I've like pushed a key down or something. I forgot I had some jazz lined up. She did stuff for the water company, so we sent out bills. And she had a ribbon printer for them. And a fat back computer that it ran off of. A ribbon printer. So like had a big attachment. Did it matter that it was loud? Was it like ear-piercingly loud? Ribbon printers go yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo-ho, bip-bip-bip-bip-bip-bip-zoo-hoo-hoo. Interesting. Oh, that's me, sorry. Forgot to turn my emails off. The water bills for the city. Ah, okay. Municipal work. I had a couple summer jobs where I had to... I wasn't shredding legal documents, but I was going through... I had to go through old, musty closets full of old legal documents, some of which were very mouldy, and I had to pack them to be shredded. That was fun. That was probably a good 12 weeks of my life. I hope I don't have any lasting damage. They were very like, you know when you're a kid, I remember the person was like, you really need to wear a mask because there's a lot of spores and things down there. And I feel like I've since developed like a caution around long-term health effects. But back then I was kind of like, you know, I did wear the mask, but maybe I'd take it off and, you know, really inhale those spores from time to time. So fingers crossed. Spory lungs, carrot cake. I like spory lungs. Sounds like a bad mafia name. building was like the back rooms. Three rooms of the 12 were used. Spooky. I kind of like places like that. The bathroom, her office, and the shared place, the computers room. Was it just like an old government building? They didn't have much use for. What is this? I've got a funny layer here. Aha. Typewriter had its own room. Sounds a bit like The Shining. Sort of at the end of a long corridor. Or at the bottom of a flight of stairs. Copying? Copying is an art form. I spent the whole workday searching for a penny. Did you enjoy it? I'm going to put my money on no. I think... Did it pay well? I'm guessing also not. I've learnt I have... comprehending arithmetic, such as difficulty in understanding numbers, numeracy. Do I get a person saying it? Is there a button for that? Maybe I have this. What am I doing? Pronunciation. I don't know what I have. It might not. I might just be like a normal person, but like I see a math problem or a puzzle, and I just instantly phase it out. Like my brain says that's someone else's job. Do you think dyscalculia, like that? Do you think this is going to be one of those videos where the guy is like, here is a word. I can't remember. It's a word that a lot of people have trouble saying. It's a word that means... Is that Emma saying? 1 minute, what could they be doing? Or maybe not.
Dyscalculia.
Dyscalculia. Dyscalculia. I want to hear the guy now. Is it this guy?
We are
This is
looking
it.
at how to pronounce these names, as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing
Ooh.
medical terms that many get wrong, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel.
Okay.
How do you say it? Dyscalculia. Dyscalculia. Stress on the third syllable, on the Q syllable. Dyscalculia.
I'm not sure all of these words I need help pronouncing. This one, maybe. We'll do one more. Oh.
We are looking at how to pronounce this word, as well as how to say more interesting long words in English and more medical terms, so make sure to stay
It's got
tuned and consider
1.69
subscribing.
subscribers.
How do you go about pronouncing it? In British English, this is said as otorhinolaryngology.
Oh, of course. Okay. Study of the ear, the nose, and throat. Have you ever looked up the longest word in the English language, and the answer is 300,000 letters? There's some video of a guy saying it, and he visibly ages by the time he gets to the end. But it's some chemical element that just necessarily that's just what it's called. I wonder if Julien has done a video on that. What's he called? Julien Michael, I'm guessing. Do you reckon he's done him saying his own name? That would complete it for me. Yes! And there he is! Here we go.
Bonjour, this is Julian the Frenchman who makes pronunciation videos here on YouTube, and we are looking at how to pronounce my name. Many of you have asked how it is to be said actually.
It's only
I
natural.
often say in English that my first name is Julian, which it is, but it is the French version of Julian, which is spelled with an E. How do you say it? Well, in French it is said as Julien. Ju, so a J sound and then a U sound, which is very French for the letter U. Julien, Julien. And then Michel. So this is Miguel, but with a
Michel.
G. So the sounds of Q and U make the sound of a K, essentially. So
Okay. Oh, got one more. I want to hear him say Og. Unless he says OG.
looking at how to pronounce this word and name, as well as how to say more interesting and often mispronounced words and names too, so make sure to stay tuned and consider subscribing for more learning. How do you say it? In British English, it is normally pronounced as Og.
But why is he saying Og? Is Og a word? Sounds like sort of an old dwarven city or something. Short for original gangster. Is that what OG means? I always just thought it was original. He's an OG. Wait, original gangster. Yeah, I just thought it was a shortening of Og. Oh, it's a Hebrew thing. An Amorite king. Okay. Oh, slain by Moses. How else would you pronounce it? Ug? Okay. Pour one out for Og. Unless he was I'm assuming he's a bad guy if Moses took him down. I didn't know Moses had an army. know too much about the Old Testament. He was slain along with... Oh, sorry. Slain along with his army by Moses and his men. So our Lord our God handed King Og and his people over to us, and we killed them all. Not a single person survived. It just straight up says that in the Bible. I mean, the 5th book of the Torah. Okay, better put that down for now. I'm sure Og wasn't a true OG, but I'll do a report and I'll come back. I'll give my reading of Og. I'm going to do my own research. And there's a lot of news out there of people who want you to think about Og in a certain way, but I'm gonna come to my own conclusions. You got to assign yourself book reports, because otherwise, what are you gonna do all day? Sit on a typewriter, inhale spores? Is there an ad? Why is there ads now? Am I making money? Can I turn these off? How to turn off? It doesn't even tell me that they're happening. Can I turn off ads for my channel? The simple answer is you can't. I regret everything. I'm so sorry, everyone. Did it just hit an hour? Coming up to an hour. Flo is back. Can you hear me? It'd be cool if you could sort of hear me shouting into the void, at least, while the ads were playing. Can now that Flo is gone. I won't say any bad word against Flo, my fine sponsor of today. Was it worth it? Was it worth it for the emojis? I don't know. I can't answer that. I think that's one for the historians. I think we're gonna have to look back on this. She was in an episode of House MD. Who, Flo? Or King Og? I haven't seen House. I've heard good things. Do people recommend it? Should I? I haven't seen a decent TV show in a long time. It's good. I think I have a I'm biased against like the serialization, like as a not a what do they call it, procedural, like as a format, like a not that necessarily the like the plots and the themes and everything, but they're often presented in a certain way. But so I'd have to work through that. I'd have to like channel my level of understanding, because I have seen bits of House, and it definitely feels procedural. But I don't think a procedural has to be is a bad show. And I've heard lots of good things, so I've just through osmosis inhaled a lot of procedural shows. House and His Wife Wilson are my favourite. I'll need to talk to Rachel, see if she wants to watch it. I also need like a show that Rachel doesn't like, so I can watch it when I'm just bumming around by myself. I thought that was going to be Deep Space Nine, but now she's more into it than I am. Hey, I'm not far off this. I think I'm nearly there with the outhouse. Been watching House and Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap! Outhouse. I spelled that wrong. 2022 miniseries? I don't know anything about this. I like a miniseries though. I like to know that I'm not buckling in for 600 hours. That's new, I'm watching the old one. Ah! The OG. Quantum Leap. A Quantum Lead, did you... Leap? Oh, Lead. Oh, sorry, I read this as Lead. I don't know why. This looks very of its time. This guy looks familiar. Who's this? What was this? 1989? Does it not even have starring? Oh, here we go. Scott. What do I know him from? Oh. No, I don't think so. I've not seen Star Trek Enterprise. Maybe I just recognise his face. Right. All I want to do is shade. I want to just get the... I'm not too sure how to do this. I just want to get the overhang of the roof. Also, look up like AI. Is that or Al? I can't quite tell if that's a. Oh, Al. How did we as a culture go from this to this? Oh no, wait, it just changed. We're going backwards. This just looks like every third person in Bristol. Same again. Oh, so is this... Are these both Al? Is this Al and this is Al? But different Als. The same but different. No, okay. Well, I'm writing my own narrative. Forging my own reality. It's kind of wonky. The trouble is I don't want to like... Oops. I don't want to suggest the lighting is any in one particular direction, because maybe that'll do. The outhouse is looking good. I think I've I think wooden stuff is to my. I think I've gotten okay at wooden slats, which fortunately there's a lot of in the game. Outhouse or owl house? You decide. Okay, that'll do. I was gonna just open. I've already sent off the localization prompts for so we're locked in. It's outhouse. Here we go. Just, I think this is just 000. It's just black. I think. Yeah. At a 40%, if I can remember that. 40% opacity. And I think that's just black. You guys can't see my pop-ups. It is. Okay. 40%. Excuse me. So the update is going to be I think it's fairly soft on timings, but the plan is to do kind of like a Valentine's Day-esque thing. So there's going to be a few multiplayer changes. But I had the idea recently, can't remember how recently, of doing like, does that look right? That doesn't look like 40%, unless I'm just going crazy. I had the idea recently of doing like, so instead of the pots, you can put cuttings in, and then have the cutting show. I thought I could do like a vase or something, and you can put flowers in. Voila! I just thought that's I've got the technology exists. I could probably quite easily. There's going to be my birthday update. Oh, that's cool. Outhouse for my birthday in February. Just missed Aquarius. I think the perspective's still a little bit off. But I might come back to that. Something like that, maybe. That looks better. And there are a few other things Howdy. I was going through like a bunch of stuff that wasn't in the game yet, and Howdy particularly campaigned for, and I can't remember exactly what they were, but I know I want to get the flannel shirt in. I've put in for the translations of those. I think otherwise, did we agree cowboy? Yeah, did we agree cowboy stuff was the cowboy hats in, right? And the cowboy boots. And so I think it was just the shirt. I think that's right. Okay, I'm really bad at keeping track of what's actually in the game. I'm more familiar with the art files than the game. Trisha, do you want to start a cult? Can already envision the HBO documentary. Where it all started. Okay. Outhouse, done. What else was I going to do today? It's your second cult? Well, I'm on my third. Yeah, I think that raises the question. My first is the Cult of Fred. How many people are in the Cult of Fred? I think you need... Is Fred in the Cult of Fred? I can start cults pretty easily, I think you'll find. Ah, so Fred's the god. Is the god of a cult part of the cult? Don't know. You got 12. That's pretty good going, actually. I think that definitely counts. I'm in. I'll buy that. Oh, I don't like this. I think minimum for a cult. Oh, I don't know. I'd say 2's company, 3's a crowd, 5 is a cult. 6. 6. Going for 6. I don't know if anyone was watching last stream, but I was trying to get the sleeves of the player to match the clothing. And I think I eventually figured out how to decompress the texture before I... But then I had an idea, because I was wondering how I would get... how I would get the colour reliably, and then I realised I could use the side texture. I don't know why this looks so bad, actually. I just imported this recently. I realised I could do the side texture and take the middle pixel, which would be the shoulder. And so it's actually working pretty well. Better than I thought, actually. A big candle fan? Oh, the hat itself? I think I've got a... Oh, that's quite loud. I always forget to mute the game. Yeah, well, I was going to do an arch that you can open like a pot and put flowers in, and then the flowers would appear on the arch, I think. I don't know. So I was going to draw an arch today, maybe, if I have time. So, hey, yeah, you probably can't tell. Can you tell? Maybe not. But the arms... Can you see my mouse? The arms match the it's not too easy to tell here. But look, the arms are now yellow. Because they match the jacket. Or brown. Because they match the blanket. Which, and also, if you wear a t-shirt, it'll now match the skin colour. Or various, there's a few things that before didn't match the skin colour, but now. And they won't be textured like these ones. It's so faint, but yeah. But there's a feature which I think we're going to reveal. It's not that exciting, but I think we have to. There's some event I think there's going to be a trailer for, and it's going to be it's trailer bait basically. But it'll be cute. Multiplayer stuff. So wait for 2 minutes and miss everything. What did you miss? I can go back over it if you like. See, I don't know whether let's get rid of... What was Howdy yelling about? A trellis, an arch. I think it's going to be an arch. And then maybe... excuse me. Maybe being able to put plants, put flowers on the arch. Because it's Valentine's Day. Hey, It's romantic. It's an arch. Didn't you need one of those in Sims to get married? I think in Sims 2. So, you know. But yeah, I don't know whether to do it. I think stuff looks weird if I don't kind of go semi... Do we have like string lights on a pole or something? There's some really old code that I showed off maybe 2 or 3 years ago on stream that used to let you hang bunting and fairy lights, and I do still have like the textures and the code and stuff for that, but I haven't touched it. It was an absolute nightmare. Because you had to like select one tree and then stretch it out to the other tree. And it did work. Man, I wonder if I could find the VOD for that. I'd cry if that was implemented. I wonder how wonky it looks. I remember showing it up on stream and being like, God, I hope. I was like crunching for a stream. I'm really curious now. Hey, it's me. I think this was back when we... Ooh, I don't know. It might be lost to time. 2 years ago. It's probably lost to time. I feel like it was 2021, maybe. I always go back on these and forget how youthful we look. How full of life. Yeah, where's the... what did I call the code? Bunting. Bunting base. Prop bunting. It's here somewhere. Here it is. Repetition width. It was doing it on the... Horrible old code. But I've done a lot of work with the hanging things in trees and whatnot. Oh, the candles don't have light? They're just decorative. Is that right? I think I was just happy to get them in the game. I probably didn't even think about that. These guys. I do... what was I talking about? Oh! I was saying it'd be cool if the outhouse you could like open and shut the door. But I do generally... I don't want to get I don't want to get ahead of myself. They just stay bold. Oh, we can make them lightable, but I do need like, hang on, let me just figure this out. Let's get rid of this rock. Look at all these guys hanging out. Spawn point. Candle collection. I should remind myself how they work at the moment. Yeah, I'd like it to be able to, some kind of system that, yeah, you can go up to a prop, a bit of a furnishing, and press a button and it has like 2 states, and you can kind of go between the 2 states. So we can have like, yeah, so it's just pick up at the moment, but then yeah, that's with shift. So in theory, it shouldn't be too hard to like add a prompt that was just E or just A, and let you toggle on and off the light. Because did I never get this working? Remind myself. I think the gas lamp. I think the stuff that has, some stuff is considered a night light, which just means that it like lights when it's night. But I don't think... I don't think you can turn them off and on at will. Yeah, okay, so again. Okay. Yeah, I think the tricky thing with that is like, because at the moment it checks basically every minute it does a check and goes, is it night or not? Turn off or on. Um, but it's just like, yeah, how would you want it to behave? Because it would be annoying if you turned it on and then every minute it went to the default thing, so there'd have to be like a layer. But then would you expect that layer to consist between, like if you logged off, would you still want it? Maybe it's okay that if you log off and on, it's okay that it forgets. I don't know, maybe that would be okay. Okay. Yeah, do I want the archway to be... How does it work with the other lights? Yeah, so I think... At the moment there's no, like, there's no choice. It just, yeah, checks every minute whether or not it's night. The candles just have no light. It's just never added it. I think there was a time just before launch where I was just like trying to get as many things in the game as possible. So probably I probably missed that. But I think there was a plan to get quite a few different candle things in. Like if this was in the game... Oh, that's not quite right. Or you can trade... No, I think I'd want it to be... Yeah, just the same item, but... I think. So you could do something like this. Or something, I mean, if I follow the shape of the outhouse roughly. Or something like this. So it's just a perspective thing. I think this is better, right? This shows off more. This would show off more flowers and things, and I could, like, you know, decorate it with swirly bits and you know, nice lines. In my head it was going to be more like this, but I think this is better. Okay. Should I get up a reference? Paddy in YouTube chat says, I like your sweater. You were complimenting my hoodie the other day as well. You'll forever be Paddy in YouTube chat. I like YouTube. I've said this before, I think. I'll continue to stream on both. What are we listening to today, please? I just put on a jazz video I found. The Vince Latino Trio. But it is kind of... I've gone blank on my jazz terminology. What do you call, like... Samba isn't right. I don't think. Like... What do you call that, like, rhythm? I don't know. It's gone out of my head. I'm searching for something. Flower arch. I saw a video the other day. It said the filthiest. Yeah, get Gilberto-esque. Let's get Gilberto. Bossa Nova, that's what I'm thinking of. Samba Jazz. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. I was going to say something. I completely forgot. Oh yeah, filthiest trombone solo ever. But I didn't think it was that filthy. I'm going to be straight up. Okay. Oh, I just closed them. I think something like this. Why is it opens it and then closes it again? Bit sussy. Is that an image? No. Am I going crazy? Why is that not opening? This is cute with the... Does this open? This opens. With the kind of the bell... The... Not bell top. I don't know what you describe it as. I think I'm going to go classic. Maybe, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw... actually, I could be even more... Use Krita to my advantage. Tool options. Is it already rounding them? Oh. Oh, sorry. I still have that up. Oh, okay. We basically want... So I'll turn it down a touch. If I can find it. Oh. Is that too quiet? It's between those two. Right. Once I get the shape down, it'll be easy. Not trying to do any perspective. Just get the shape. Something like that. Right. And now... Got a cat in your lap? Hairband free? Yes. There was something else in that X-ray that you shared that looked like it shouldn't have been on the inside of a cat. But maybe it was just an intestine or something. I'm not sure. I know very little about. We got rid of all of them. We are a scrunchy family now. I feel like a scrunchy would be worse. Um, Harder to eat, harder to remove. It was her used food. Can't eat a scrunchie? Uh, she's got to try harder. I believe. You can do anything. Like I invented the carrot cake. And the helicopter. Look at me, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, spore lungs, Louis. No, that sounds wise. Scrunchies are cool as well. I'm a big fan of scrunchies. I know all about them. Well, they're scrunchy for a start. I know all about scrunchies. I always think of is it Futurama? It is. It's the episode where you know when you're a kid and you've just never heard of something? Like I've never heard of a scrunchie. And so I just forever associate scrunchies with this episode. Bad images. Bad Bing. Whoa! I'm very sorry, everyone. Did everyone else hear that? I don't know where that came from. Did something happen? What was that? I think that was my subscription activating. Was it? Hi, Vay. You subscribed? I'm not prepared for this. Oh, thank you so much. I have no idea what happens. It was a crown. Did something appear on screen? That was so loud. Was it loud for you guys? Holy moly. No. Dab? That's 500. Oh, maybe I should. No. Oh, but thanks, Faye. I don't know how any of this works. I signed up to this and it was all like, now your now your viewers can chog for your bits and you can hyper sub with your bots and So I need to sit down and read the manual. But I didn't even get an email or anything. Small dab for Vay. Okay, you ready? Ooh, no, hang on. I want to get it. I want to get it all in frame. There we go. Just that was a little one. Just for Vay. We can pog now. I'm really sorry about the ads. I wish I could. I wish I could reduce ads. I don't know how to do that. If I could spend, Vay has to decide what I spend it on. I won't spend it all at once. I don't even know how much of it I get. Did it cost you money? I actually don't know how. So brave. It's been a brave stream today. Watch what angle you're dabbing them hands at. Very true. Jeez. I get one Twitch subscription each month included with Prime. Oh, of course. Oh, so all of you should be doing that. I'm only joking. It's money already spent. No ads on YouTube. Join me. Says Paddy. Paddy in YouTube chat, Gannon. Well, again, I'm gonna sit down. I've requested Twitch send me a physical manual, and I'm gonna sit down and read it. And hopefully I'll understand this all. Next stream I'm gonna be what up? And we're all gonna be popping off. Pog it out. I don't know why I'm saying this. I hate when other people do this. I don't know why I'm doing it. Not going to scream alone about outhouses on YouTube. Very true. Why does the door look like Shrek's outhouse? Is that the design basis? I don't know if you... I think you must have... You were here last stream, weren't you, Paddy? But I think you left early. That reminds me, actually. Paddy... I was talking about on stream. I wanted to wait for Paddy to be here. And I'm assuming that he didn't just log off within the last 30 seconds. Over Christmas, gave me a very thoughtful gift. I was talking about... Shrek Outhouse, we concluded... usually they're not as moon. Usually it's not quite as full of moon, but I thought it reads more of an outhouse with the full moon. That was the conclusion. I was talking about those little wooden frogs that you drag the stick on, and it makes a little croak noise, and I thought that's something I should own. And Paddy actually went out, and we met up in the pub and got me this frog. So thank you very much. I don't know if I want like a... When I move back into my office, it'd be cool to somehow have stuff in view. I don't know how that would work, but here we go. I'm going to do a couple croaks. I hope this is picked up. Can you hear that? I don't know if my noise cancellation thing is like deciding it's not a voice. Can you hear it okay? I'm gonna do one more while I talk, so it kind of... Okay. Frog ASMR. There he is. We heard the last one. Oh, okay, so it didn't quite all go through. Okay, one more while I'm talking. Talking frog, talking frog. Okay? Cool. Right, he's been sitting on my computer. Very, very stream appropriate. Yeah, we're frogging. We're frogging out. We're frogging out. Um, Oh, we need one of them as an emoji. Oh, and then if people could post the emote, and then I would get the frog out. Guys, it's all coming together. I can see it. I can feel it happening. Does it have a name yet? No name for the frog. Haven't even thought about a name. So if you guys want to focus group that, I will trust your judgment and conclusion. Um, I was away for a few minutes. Ah, okay, we'll do one more frog for Patricia. Paddy got me this frog. Because I was talking about it on stream. Here we go. Last time. Hopefully there's no ads playing. And I have to talk while it's going on. Talking frog. Okay. Yeah, actually it'd be cool to have one of those in the game. Yeah, Paddy was bribing me to make it YouTube only stream. And I said I would, but only if on every Christmas Eve I receive a frog of wood. Until the full moon falls on the very same day. Watching Louis on my TV. You've done this before, haven't you? Like it's a lot of pressure. I like the idea that I'm in a tab, one of many, many tabs, long forgotten on someone's browser. And generally forgotten. I like the pitchfork. Prongs. 2 prongs are much more refined. Oh, this one here in the back. This one here. I think that's just. I just have like general. It's like a mishmash of 2 screenshots, just so I vaguely get a sense of perspective. I only get an ad when starting. Switch apps and it's like ad. Was it worth it? What did we give up? What did we give away? It says I got to lock in on Louis or else. Wait, what? Don't switch, just Twitch. Well, I don't have to do just Twitch. After the autumn update, would you ever consider doing a map retexture? Could you make it a different biome, like a desert? I don't know what kind of biome. Would it be? I like the idea of the garden having like a fairly set kind of geography. Swamp. But you know, I guess the point of the game is to work towards like if you wanted a swamp, you know, to go with your outhouse. Um, golf course by more moss. Yeah, like I think it's something that you work towards, you know. So I spent ages on the perspective on this. Bit too much yapping. But I do want to do. My plan is to do some items. I finally figured out how I'm going to do this. So that if we do like an autumn update, there'll be an item everybody gets, and it lets you turn the garden into autumn. While the update is like live, if you want. Like the ability to remove rocks. The red, I know we had those weird red rocks that are sort of forever now weird rocks. Those I don't think you could remove. But yeah, I think I agree the have one that's just right in the way. Maybe I need to add a hammer as one of the tools. Sledge. Sledge. Yeah, I don't know if I could do... The red rocks are like coded differently. They're like on a separate layer. They're not interactable, they're kind of part of the map. Whereas the brownish rocks, the greyish rocks, I could make them breakable. If Godot is ever unsupported or obsolete, would that ever affect the game? I mean, borderline the game is going to be released on an old version of Godot, and I would have just basically had to... you basically just keep the game running on the version of Godot that it runs on. You know, as long as everything works, it'll continue to work. It just depends if I want to continue updating the actual engine. You know, if Godot releases some version and it's like way more performant or something, then I would probably port the game over. But you know, I think moving the game over onto Godot 4, I think, was probably a good move, since hopefully I won't have to do that again for a while, if people are still playing the game by the time 4.1 comes out or something. Or, no, that has come out. So like, yeah, well, version 5 maybe. When does it release on Switch 2? Your guess is as good as mine. When I stop talking about it is when I've heard anything, I think, basically. But I would like to, but it depends. Again, if nobody's buying the game anymore, then might have to reconsider. But because there's a couple licenses we have to kind of keep going. Go Minecraft mode. I'm always in Minecraft mode. I'm locked in. A pickaxe? I don't want to do a pickaxe because it just becomes like every other. I don't know. I feel like there's such a staple, isn't it? I quite like that the Garden Path had like trowel and secateurs and stuff. I know like axe is quite standard as well. And it would have such limited use. I mean, I guess the trowel doesn't have much use. The trowel is kind of a remnant of past days, when you used to have to equip to what you wanted to use way back when. Hammer and chisel. Takes hours. Just there chiseling away. 5% complete. I wish this opened. Guardian Patio. We do need a cart for the tracks. They're meant to be train tracks, though. Sort of in my head, as opposed to minecart tracks. I could do like a little train, but then in my head they were meant to be big train tracks, but I had to kind of make them. They used to be a lot bigger, and I had to kind of make them smaller. What if we can do sculpting? Guys, come on. Come on now. Train mode. Guys, I'm announcing train mode. Hold select to activate train mode. Oh, is it my ad blocker doing it? Here we go. Chainsaw carving of tree stumps. I was gonna, if people enjoyed the game and stuff, and I wanted to like expand the kind of the gardening aspect. I don't know if people want more plants or if people want. One of my ideas was to kind of have different, like you could change the laurel into like more of a bush laurel kind of thing. I don't know how many plants would support that. You get blueprints for sculptures. So what would that? How would that work? So you'd get like blocks of stone, and then set them to it. Instead of a train engine, you could add one of those train cars, which two people have to pump. I like that actually. I do like that. That's got a bit more. I could do one of those. But I don't think it would be usable. It would just be decorative for the time being anyway. DLC incoming. 1999. I'm always open to ideas. Just don't know how long stuff will take me. Also, don't sue me if, like, I release train mode and then the game blows up. Because everyone really just wanted train mode. And you're like, it was my idea, train mode, and now he's... If you if you leave any game ideas, I'll send you a fruit basket if the game blows up because of them. Little train through the garden. I did the tracks. Yeah, I'd have to get the tracks to like see one another and connect. Maybe if I was doing bunting, that would be a similar thing, because that was kind of like connecting them up as well. Yeah, permission to use train mode just to print this out and show a lawyer. It's in writing. It's done. There's no going back now. We're building train mode. I think what I really like about train mode is that it really lets you feel like you're the train. Really brings the train to the forefront of things. It respects the train. Hubert would be a perfect conductor. Give him the little stripy hat. Sculptures would be fun. I like. Yeah. I mean, it depends how you want to do it. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to like drawing. Having them as items. I think more. But I don't know how, as like a mechanic, sculpting would work. Unless yeah, you set your residents to do it, and they just slowly get through it. I could like bring down the do like a square thing and texture, and it like fades out, and you see the I don't know. Oh no, I still have the arch up. My bad. It's way different. Look, I've made so much progress since you last saw it. I've not just been slightly adjusting the perspective. Conductor's hat would be good. Oh no. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Oh look, it's adjustable. We need a sculpture of us holding hands, so it's by the outhouse. Do a sculpture of Fred. How about that? A two-person outhouse. The outhouse is the Valentine's update. Howdy, come on. I can't start doing. That is the update. That's it. I just drew an outhouse. The inseparable couple. It's all I can give. It's all. It's the only part of me. I put everything into that outhouse. I do like the idea of the door opening, but I want to focus on other things first. I think we could do more elsewhere, you know? Maybe the game isn't all about the outhouse. Maybe there's sort of more, more angles we could go. Just I don't know, just spitballing. Maybe we could have something more gardeny. What do you mean it's not all about the outhouse? I just think maybe people are, I think they're going to think the outhouse, that's cool and everything. That's fine. We're glad it's there. But, maybe there's other things we could. Other things we could experience, we could play, we could, although waking up sweating, nightmares about outhouses. I still get nightmares about missing tests. Does anyone else still get this? I used to have one because I was Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors. Haven't had this in a while, but I would wake up, or I'd have a dream about that we were going to do the play, and do I still remember all the songs? And I'd be like trying to learn. I don't know. It was like a song, Suddenly Seymour or something, as quick as I could. I hate those. Very much still getting nightmares about missing tests or lectures. I get one where I've had this so many times where because I politics is, I don't know why it's politics, but it's always politics, where I basically hadn't been going to the class for a year. I just didn't go because I forgot to write it in my thing, and then my teacher, my old politics teacher, going, Louis, you haven't been to the classes in a year, the test is tomorrow. like this realistic scenario that nobody would have chased up on me or something. just... Oh, copyright. And then I wake up, but it is the best feeling. It's the best feeling realizing that I'm... You know, that was all 15 years ago. And that I have nothing to prepare for. I don't have to go to school. It's the best. It's almost worth the anxiety. Suddenly remembering that I have an exam to take, but I've forgotten to go to any lectures. Oh, so it's exactly... Well, I don't know. I always do it about secondary school. It's never university. I guess because I didn't really have... There was no... Because I did design, it was all just a bunch of artists kind of noodling about in a room. We didn't have any, like... We did have lectures, but we didn't have any exams. It was still stressful, but it was kind of a different kind of... It was like stress... You know, you had to present a portfolio. But yeah, I don't worry about those. Get stressed when I'm stressed, I just dream my teeth are falling out. That's a classic. I did that actually. I did that in my I did a gif of a character and all of his teeth fall out and he like tries to catch them. That was like because I was doing my final year project was on waking up. That's what I did Kingdom Car on eventually. And so I was kind of focusing on dreams and yeah, apparently it's quite a common one, your teeth falling out. I haven't had them all like cascading out my mouth or anything, but I have dreamt that like a tooth falls out or something. My school at uni was all about musicians. We had to learn. Oh, I remember. Was it you and me? They were talking about jazz in chat. What about a vegetable garden update, like growing your own? The trouble, I go back to this, is that essentially I was going to do that, and then I realised you can't like grow potatoes and eat them because then, like, the characters are potatoes, and there's just something odd about like making vegetable soup in a game where the vegetables are all your buds. So that's why I came up with the idea of like you're growing thyme and you're growing oregano and you're growing and you're not cooking dishes, you're making tea. That's kind of how that all came about. So yeah, I probably won't be adding vegetables to the game. I already feel a bit odd. I would like to do I feel like more mushrooms would be cool, even though there are a few mushroom characters. I feel like for some reason that kind of works in my brain. Either they all fall out at once or they grow back and keep falling out. Sounds unideal. More mushrooms is always cool. They don't need to be eaten. I don't know, just something about like I don't know, like you've got to... I guess there's gourd items. Just growing more friends. I was also going to do like try to draw every character growing out the ground, but that was kind of a nightmare to implement. I still have this like... I would have loved... is there like a moment in Pikmin where you like see the very first Pikmin? Nintendo Switch. Meow, meow. Oh, we can have the sound on. This game made me so anxious. The whole like your oxygen's running out. That was scary as sin. Here it is. Here it is. I wanted the game to be a bit like this. I still have this sort of in mind, but and then you go over and you like yank them out the ground. But trouble is, not all the characters like have, I don't know, yankable heads and... Oh, and also it kind of didn't work with the idea that they're like, they already existed, like they have histories and they talk about their dad and stuff. I don't know, it just didn't really work. There he goes. Poor Maple looking at jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, I'm already playing with it a little bit. Being brave. I was going to say, this can't be a long play, 14 minutes. It's the whole thing. I remember as a kid thinking this was like photorealistic graphics, quite distinctly. I remember we got the GameCube. We got the GameCube and it must have come with like a DVD of trailers or something. I remember there was a trailer for Pikmin. We watched it on the GameCube. I don't know how that would work. Or why that happened. Unless I'm misremembering. But I remember thinking this was photorealistic. And it looks I think it looks horrible. So it's so unfortunate they went for like these kind of... Because they used photo textures, right? How does the new... Is there Pikmin 4? Have they done that yet? Am I way behind on... Oh wait, 4? Oh, a year ago. Okay. Did that introduce the dog, or was the dog like already a... I love the kind of... It's got a term, hasn't it, where you blur the background and the foreground slightly, and it makes everything look really small. Someone who grew up with the Sega Mega Drive. It looks pretty awesome to me. I grew up with the Sega Mega Drive. I remember we used to plug in the Sega Mega Drive and have like Mega Drive month. Realistic Lemmings. What did we play most on the Mega Drive? It was probably the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine as well. That got a lot of play. Yeah, never had the Super Nintendo, but we had the Mega Drive. And then the Nintendo 64. I think my brother played Sonic a lot. Oh, and Dragon's Fury. I've been playing that recently. Cool pinball game. I think Japanese. Oh, Echo the Dolphin. I was playing that recently. Because I was like, I want to see how far I can get with save states, because it's ridiculously hard. Such a cool game. I love the soundtrack to that. I think they kind of... I was watching someone play the ending. I think they kind of... I don't know. They jumped the shark a bit. Echo the Dolphin, where it's really easy to die. I was playing it again just the other day. I love the kind of the... I think the soundtrack, because one of the levels is literally called Welcome to the Machine, so I think it was... I think the soundtrack was probably inspired by Wish You Were Here, but I love the... I'm sure there's another track where there's kind of a noodly synth. I love this track though. Very cool. I'll make a spiritual successor, don't worry. Hubert the Dolphin. With train mode. There's a lot of games I'd love to make spiritual successors of. Which I never would. But I feel like we're coming into that era. I think there's a lot. I was seeing something the other day. I was like, oh, I think it was Pikmin. Is it Wild at Heart? Did this come out? Someone sent me this recently. No. This is like a Pikmin spiritual successor. Maybe that's wrong to say because this came out ages ago. Yeah, I think you grab like little people and throw them at stuff. But a lot of indies picking up the slack. Are there any other good examples? Maybe I was just making this up. Oh no, have I been drawing these directly on the... Oh, I have. That's okay. I should probably just copy them over, save a bit of time. I think I like the sense of being lost in a game with like no idea what to do, but you just kind of wander around. But I think as we found with the Garden Path, a lot of people really don't like that. I know some people are I think people have been grateful that a game like the Garden Path lets you do that, but I think Echo was a bit like that anyway for me as a kid. You're just this dolphin, you're like... I had no idea what was going on. Just a bunch of fish. I should do the little heart shapes. I suppose I've not done this. Has like a front portion to it, which I haven't done, but I think that's okay. If I do a little do a heart here. Where did my little heart guy go? Is he behind this? Uh-oh. Oh, here he is. Should I try and see if I can get that in the chat? Ooh. How big is that? Too big. How does it look at... Wait, can I do... Yeah, PX. How does it look at... Actually, I'll cut first. No, I won't. I'll do percentage. 25%. We'll just see. We'll just see. Smile. Okay. Community? No. Viewer rewards. Emotes. Is it a reward then? Free. Here we go. So you guys get free. 5 free emotes. It's generous, eh? Yeah. Where did I save it? Oh, I haven't exported it out yet. Image is not square shaped. Whoa, okay. How foolish of me. Do 150. Love. What would the heart be called? Oh, why has it got... Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Oh, no, I could... Here we... No, what? Oh, did I... Wait, no, background. There he is. Okay. Perfectly square. And now... Enter emote name. What should it be? It's so bad. I'm rich now. Here we go. Do I have to rejig it? Subscribers can now use from Carrot Cake's emotes in all channels. Hey, hey! Wow, it was all worth it. So, think of all the creative ways you can use that, guys. Go on. Get to it. It would be cool to do it'd be cool to do like emotes of like similar to how like in Dota they have the little versions of the characters. It'd be cool to have like, because I think some of the heads aren't too readable. What would it be? It's like a good 64 by 64. Oh yeah, that should work. So like can't remember what Hubert looks like. My boy. Actually, how well would some of Howdy's drawings look at a small scale? That would be cool. And that way I'll be finally profiting off the community's creations. Have your permission? Surely we could do something with... I might need to do... might need to do a little... We can all be famous. See, it wasn't just about me, it was about bringing everyone up. So I think the best way to do this... Does it look good at small? I don't know if I'm playing God here. Do I want to do that? I think that's okay for the sake of the emoji. Pride, something more powerful than pride, maybe? We're collabing. Okay. It's gonna be... I don't know if I'm in the wrong software for this. I think I am. Bear with me. Well, that's weird. It doesn't come up as an option. Can't stream Affinity. That's strange. Do I have to open? Oh, maybe it's because it's not open. Aha. Keeping it real. Oh. Okay. So I think here I can use... I don't know if threshold is going to be too harsh. Or maybe that's okay. Oh. Can I then... I don't know why chat thinks I'm watching without audio. I can hear you. Not sure what that means. I'm using all my brain power right now. If I quickly vectorize it. Don't know if I'm overdoing this. Showing a little muted icon? I don't know. Okay. Oh no, wrong one. It's all gonna look very profesh in just a minute. Now we have an infinitely scalable version. Transparent. I don't know why. If you ever want it printed on a billboard, howdy, now you can. In the chat box on my thing, it shows an icon that you have. That will show you what icons you have and you select the one you want. Oh, and on Twitch? Oh yeah, watching without audio. Individuals with unreliable or no sound can select this badge. Have you got it selected? Maybe you've somehow selected that yourself? I'm not sure. I've got to put in some garish colour. This is all going to be worth it. Oh. Okay. Remove that. Emotes. Oh, is it too... I don't know if it's too... If it... I don't know if it looks clear enough. Zoomed out so much. We gave it a go. Well, if anyone else has any ideas, wait, what did I want? I wanted the outhouse file. Here we go. I feel like you can't quite tell his panicked expression. Have you thought about any redeems? There's probably something else I don't know. What's a redeem? Is it to do with gift cards? Draw as much Hubert as you want, Howdy. You have my blessing. Twitch redeems like this one. Is something on its way? Or am I lost in the woods? Oh no, I keep drawing things in the wrong layers. Okay. I'll do it again the right way. Twitch redeems gift cards and benefits. Twitch redeem. Twitch. High point redeems. All of my channel point redeems are under 1k. Oh, so is it like emotes that you pay for? Or something that I like subscriber emotes. Oh, so Vay gets the love emote. Oh, that comes like pre-packaged. Drops. Genshin Impact drops. Oh, you guys can already use these apparently. When turned on, your followers will be alerted when they have the chance to earn in-game loot. Oh, okay. So I have to be playing Genshin Impact 5.3. I could do that if you guys wanted. I won't be doing that. Rewards are limited time offers from top brands. Guys, do you think... when you watch for a certain time, you get channel points. You use them for different redeems. Ah, okay. It's like a watch thing. I remember Fern having the idea of setting it up so that like everyone got a little character, like on the in-game menu, walking along the bottom of the screen, like just a faceless, like in the game. But I wouldn't. I don't know if I lock that behind anything, except it would be people using the chat, I guess. Um, oh, I've still got this up. Sorry. Sorry. There's one where the characters can battle. I don't know about that. Unless we could all be cheering them on. Get him, Hubert. Money on Hubert. Get back in the ring. Well, I don't know if people want to see me like do the programming for adding the flowers. Might be a bit boring. What is it today? Tuesday. I'd love to see it, but I'm a programming nerd. It's going to be me figuring out where the textures are and then having some kind of way it figures out the items and then adds nodes based on the items and thrilling stuff. The end result will look cool. I think it will be a lot of slots though. I'm thinking like 20 or something. And then there's just little points where it just spawns the sprites. I think that would look cute. I think it wouldn't be too much work either. Less work than the cuttings, because that's adding a sub prop. But probably winding down the stream. It's been a long one. It's called Stream Avatars. Is it? It's on Steam, is it? Oh. Is it the same thing? This might be really loud. Mute. You guys want this? Is this what you want? Whoa! Do they fight? Oh! Wait. I like Gengar. I like that do they have little flying? They've got falling animations. Whoa! He just left out of a door. Action. Whoa. Action. Jump. Wow, that was yeah, we could. Do I have to animate? Fun Twitch interaction. Okay, well, it's fun. Viewers can control these stream avatars by command. Stream avatars can walk, run, climb, I want something really, really minimal, like really low key. I don't want whatever that was. I think it might be a bit much, but I think it'd be fun if we just had like, I don't know, just like just walking along the bottom of the screen here. It might be too much. If I can like, I'm guessing I don't have to use these guys. Can I import my own like sprite sheets in? I don't. Would people get like a different avatar each time as well, or would they? I'll need to see what Fern. I can't remember what Fern recommended. Once it's set up, you can make them battle. I wish I saw that. Battle Royale. Whoa, hang on.
How we're gonna set up a custom battle royale in stream avatars. These off and use them as frames themselves. You can't leave any picture
Okay.
in between. So if the I have not found yet.
I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this. But it's funny. I don't think I would. Do they like? I want to see it in action.
Which is gonna be really funny.
Oh!
There it goes. That's a cloud.
They got like health bars and everything.
That's a mech kit. There's another mech kit. I don't think nobody's gonna grab the mech kit, but obviously that will heal them. Am I gonna die or am I gonna? No, don't turn around. Okay, yeah.
Go back a bit.
People can't really influence what they're
Boom.
doing. It's just RNG. I hope that there's gonna be a medkit falling because that's gonna be a giant cloud right now, which is gonna be really funny. Oh yeah,
Can can they like? Can we get Howdy to like level up like while the stream's on? He's pumping iron for his character, and then he comes back and his Hubert's like level. Level 600 or something. The character's dropped from a plane. You win, you earn gold. What can you do with the gold? Can I use it in my Farmville farm? Why doesn't this work? This should work, right? Maybe the ratio between the two is different. Yeah, so as long as I get one of them, okay. One of the things you can do is gamble it for more. Well, of course. Oh no, well thank you. Thanks for keeping me in the loop. Ah, you know what? I should move the... I think I do want to look into the little characters. I think that would be cool. I don't know. I don't want to spend like... I'll look into the setup to get the fight. I don't know if I want them fighting, but it is pretty funny. Level 70 Hubert. Okay. Trying to think if it's it should be more decorative, but I'm not sure where else to. This breaks my brain. Like, this is obviously a lot. There's a lot more gap between here and here. But then, I suppose if I need to move this down a bit, I think. Maybe this is actually further up. This should actually be up here. I think so. And this should be a little further down. Yeah. That's better. And then maybe like upside down ones would work too. Oh, I'm running out of RAM. Look at this, I'm in the yellow. How long have I been in the yellow? Why is that crunching so much? It's like happy when I do that, and then as soon as I rotate it beyond a certain point, it like barely can compute it. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, if I could just figure out like a pattern. I could just do a big loop, maybe. Can't decide if that's tacky or not. I think it might be okay. Tacky udon. An upside down heart? Nah. I think this is okay. We'll do this and then wrap that around. Yeah, yeah. Again, I think the perspective's a bit off, but I think life might be too short. Thank you. The top is quite bare on this one, so maybe I'll leave it bare. Maybe I'll just add... Maybe I'll add like a little more. Something like that. Ooh. Something like that. Yeah. That'll do, I think, actually. If I just copy those over. Arches are usually used to support plant growth, so you don't need too much on the top. The shoots sort of flop over with gravity, create a canopy, unless it's climbing roses. I kind of just see it as like a... Oops. I'm good at closing things when I'm meant to... I'm kind of seeing it not as a yeah, something more like this as opposed to this. Oh, we're on Amazon now. So it's not like aiding, it's just something that people are, you're stuffing flowers into rather than like a trellis. But I guess it's probably, probably sold as something you'd use as a trellis, and then people for weddings and things like bung flowers in them, I guess. I think it's going to look a little bit bare if I just straight up have just the flower textures. So I might need like accompanying. Ooh, I might need accompanying sort of leaves and foliage that maybe appears as you add more flowers. Might just work to. Have you ever seen the? I wish. Cotial Christmas garland? We need Julien Miquel to tell me. Oh, I opened it in the wrong browser. Is this like a little Oh, okay, so the house itself is cute, and then they ring it up in the... Oh, I got too many tabs. I've lost it. I keep closing the tabs. I recently moved over to a browser, the Zen browser, which has all the tabs vertically, which I'm really liking. So I'm not used to horizontal tabs. Very cute. How many people go and see this? I feel like it's so... They make an enormous garland to hang from the roof each year. This looks really pokey, like they're sort of trying to work in a small space. There should be more photos, really. I guess they change it up every year. I went last September. I went to a castle that still had the floors and the ceiling, the wooden stairs. I can't remember. Oh, where they filmed. Catherine called. Did I talk about this on stream? Catherine called Birdie. Plot production. Here we go. Stokesay Castle. I went here with my folks. It's just vaguely reminding me of it, just with the eaves and whatnot. Are there any indoors? It's the hall. It was just unusual. I feel like I've been to so many castles, but I haven't yeah, here we go. You could do something here with it. Yeah, you kind of forget. You go into a castle, you forget that they have that they used to have ceilings. So used to seeing castles with you just see straight up to the sky. And yeah, some ridiculously old roof and ridiculously old stairs. Although maybe not as old as people think. I can't remember. It's like and there's some reason why it hasn't aged but I don't recall. Maybe it says here. Another time. I'll try and remember. Um, but yeah, I thought the stairs were particularly cool. You could kind of imagine a big feast going on in there. Well, guys, gals, non-binary pals, thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a fun one. Appreciate you all showing up, talking about the affiliate stuff. I don't know where that's going to go. I'm sorry about the ads, but I won't rattle on about them anymore. It was used for Dick Turpin too. I think I've seen this one, older one, I guess. Oh, with is this what you meant with Noel Fielding? How come when I searched it? Oh, that is Noel Fielding. It kind of doesn't look like him. This must be something else. Try to see if I can see the castle. Ah, okay. Yeah, but give it a look if if you're into castles and things. Why not? Certainly past a rainy morning. Yeah, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna hopefully come back stream on Thursday. What's my week look like? Finishing up the feature that hopefully I'll be able to talk about a bit more later. And yeah, hopefully, I'll make it my aim to have this. Oh, I've still got hats on stream. I'll make it my aim to have this in the game with some kind of plant adding mechanic by the time I stream next. So maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. Okay, I don't think it should take too long. But yeah, I'm hankering for a cup of tea. And I recommend everyone else does the same. Get yourself a brew. Stay hydrated. Stay cool, stay kind, stay fresh, stay clean. And yeah, Thursday. I got the new Discord role, so hopefully I was sort of umming and ahhing between getting that set up, but I think it puts my mind at ease because I know I'm not annoying too many folks, so I'll be using that in the future. But yeah, gonna enjoy my tea. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you might be, and